Welcome in, comrades. My name is Jack Sperry, and this is the Commander's Report. On today's show, I'm going to be breaking down the two-round mock draft from the Godfather himself, Mel Kiper Jr. 2 rounds, so it's going to be a very interesting video. He's got some very interesting picks for your Washington Commanders. But before we get into this video, we are trying to expand this channel to as many Commanders fans as possible. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do a special promotion. If you share this video on Twitter, not only will I give you a retweet personally on my Twitter, the first 10 people that share this video is going to get a follow back. So here's what you got to do. You got to click that share button right down below. You got to select the Twitter icon. You got to click post to Twitter, and then you have to tag me at Jack_Sperry to let me know that you are sharing the video. First 10 people to do it, I will give a follow back, and everybody that shares, I will give a retweet personally. So if you want to retweet on your Twitter and you want to follow her on your Twitter account, go ahead and share this video today. All right, now let's get into the first pick here, which is Joey Porter Jr. in the first round, number 16 overall, out of Penn State. Joey Porter Jr., very long, very big, very fast corner, very good player in my opinion. Now, you take a look at my scouting report for Joey Porter Jr. The pros are he's got really great length, like 98th percentile kind of great length there at the cornerback position. The size, 6'2", 193 pounds is what he weighed in at the combine this year. 4.46 speed at that size is really good, and he's also very physical at the catch point. Sometimes he can be a little bit too physical though, where he can get a bit grabby. He does have some holding penalties. He's going to have to get better at that as his NFL career progresses at the next level. And then some of the cons for him, it's like I said, the grabbing, the penalties, but also the hip fluidity isn't exactly what you would like to see from a number one NFL cornerback. And then the short area quickness as well is not the best. But overall, I think he can fit into any scheme. And I think that he is going to be an NFL starting caliber quarterback, but that hip fluidity and that short area quickness might limit his upside just a little bit. So at the end of the day, 16th overall, I think this is a pretty darn good pick. Joey Porter Jr. is one of the best cornerback prospects in this year's NFL draft. However, I think that they could have made a better pick during this selection. Deonte Banks was still on the board. Deonte Banks, the corner out of Maryland, in my opinion, is a better fit for Ron Rivera's zone-heavy scheme. Deonte Banks is a very smart player, had to play in a very scheme-diverse system with the Terrapins there at Maryland University. 6'2", 205, and he's got that short area quickness and hip fluidity that you look for. He doesn't have the length that Joey Porter Jr. does, but overall, I think Deonte Banks would be the better fit at this pick. You take a look at my top 5 cornerback draft targets for the Washington Commanders heading into the 2023 NFL Draft. Christian Gonzalez is my number one dude, played in a very similar system in Oregon where they played almost exclusively zone. Then Devin Witherspoon just has some of the best tape. I think he's just got fantastic instincts, some of the best instincts I've ever seen from a cornerback prospect at the college level at least. But Deonte Banks, very smart player, a very physical player as well. I have him just above Joey Porter Jr. And if I have the choice between these two guys at number 16 overall, and both of these guys are on the board here for the Commanders, I would personally go with Deonte Banks. And Emmanuel Forbes is another guy you can consider. Good player, can play in off coverage. He's going to be skinny, so you can't really play him in press coverage, but I think he's a good fit for what Ron Rivera likes to do with the Commanders on defense. Then you get into round 2 here, and you get offensive tackle Blake Freeland. And this one is a head scratcher to me, man. Blake Freeland, I think, is not a second-round player, like at all. I think he's probably a day 3 guy. He's got chicken legs is what I like to say. He's very top-heavy. He's got good upper body strength, but the lower body, man, it just doesn't match the upper body. It's not an NFL tackle kind of body. He's got good length, and he could certainly grow and maybe develop into somebody that could be a good player at the National Football League level. He's got good foot speed, but, he doesn't really play with good pad level. It's really tough to play with good pad level at 6'8", man. That's a really tall human being. It's really hard to get leverage from the tackle position when you're that tall. I just don't think that he's going to really be a good player at the National Football League level. I think he's a day 3 pick, and to spend the second round pick for the Commanders on somebody that I just don't think is going to be a starter for the Commanders moving forward. I just think it's a terrible pick. I think this pick could be much better spent elsewhere at a different position even. Maybe even like interior offensive lineman would be better. You take a look at what the Commanders are dealing with right now on the offensive line. They could go get a guy like a center, like John Michael Schmitz or Joe Tippmann, right? Those guys were available at this point in Mel's mock. So I don't understand why you're going and getting an offensive tackle that's not going to play right away for you, because he's not better, because Blake Freeland is just plain simply not better than Charles Leno Jr. right now or Andrew Wiley. So you're drafting a swing tackle in the second round when you have other needs on a team that is desperate to make the playoffs. I just think that this is a head-scratching move by Mel. And personally, I mean, I've been going through this mock this morning. There's quite a few of these head-scratching moves. But at the end of the day, guys, go ahead, give me your grade for this mock draft. Give me an A, a B, a C, a D, or a F in the comment section. Can't wait to see what you guys think of these picks. For me personally, I'm going to give it a C. I think that the first pick there, Joey Porter Jr., is a pretty good pick. I wouldn't be necessarily upset with that pick, but I think that Deonte Banks is the better fit. That pick could have been better. And then you have a really head-scratching move in round 2, getting a guy that I think is a day 3 offensive tackle that's not even going to play for you right away in the second round. So for me, this isn't a great mock draft from Mel Kiper Jr. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. That's going to be it for today's show, guys. We're trying to grow this channel. My bosses are telling me we are so close to getting that full-time Commanders channel for you here from Chat Sports. So if you want that, you want to help us grow here at the Commanders Report, click that subscribe button for me right now.